What's up, Wealth Nation? In today's video, we are going to share with you how to simplify your finances, because Darius and I know more often than not, we have overcomplicated this process and it's made us more stressed, more frustrated with each other, and also trying to figure out, why don't we have any money? So in this video today, we want to break this down and then tell you what you can do so that you can really start leading with clarity.
Right. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is what we've done and what we've seen a lot of our clients do is they build a portfolio before they have the system, before they have the process. It should be the other way around. And that will alleviate a lot of headache in the future by having a system in place, because the system dictates the outcome, the portfolio that you actually buy.
Yeah, and if I can interject real quick, what we're speaking to specifically is for those of you who run out and start investing in any capacity. And we're not saying don't invest. We're just saying there is a process that should happen before you invest so that all of your assets are protected. You can read through that line.
And for example, like having a savings, a reserve of income so that you don't have to sell any assets. We speak about that often, but let's just keep making sure that we do the first thing first. Make sure you have savings. Make sure you have $10,000, whatever, in the bank, so that when things come up, it doesn't affect the system. The second thing you want to make sure you do is that as that income comes in and you have that cash flow, you have to protect that cash flow with life insurance. That protects the system. Now that the system's protected, now let's have access to capital. What do we do with our liquidity? How do we deploy that liquidity? What asset facilities are we going to access funds so that we can do the next step, which is growth? Now our money is in the right positions where it can make money for us. And growth is, we're talking about investments. Now you start building a portfolio. Now you start doing the things that you want to do first. You do that like fourth. The thing that gets glorified all the time for us is lifestyle. Every marketing campaign you see someone experiencing a specific lifestyle based on the product that they're trying to sell you.
And here's a lifestyle plug, because we could sit here and be bragging about how we're literally in our car in the beach looking at the ocean. But the point is, it was the system that got us here. So that's why we want to make sure that we clearly communicate this, because we want all of you all to be sitting in your car at the beach. The only reason why we're in the car is because it's too noisy outside to film this video. But that's the point, right? As soon as we're done, we're going to be outside on the beach chilling. Sorry, Darius, I digress.
Well, the thing is, like, money is supposed to be working for us, not us working for money. And I think a lot of times we get confused on that because of the hustle mentality, because of the fact that we go to work and get paid. What that is that's money at work for that specific group of people or that company. And what we have to do is we have to really start identifying the simple steps that we can take so that we can start moving in that direction. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens step by step, bit by bit, block by block.
So in summary, with step number one, right? Work the system. So first, pay yourself first. Get the protection that you need to cover the number one asset. The number one asset is your income. Your ability to earn income is going to get you to the beach, is going to get you to those investments, right? So get the protection that you need, protect it, then create the opportunity to have money. When you have money, the money that you're probably using right now to invest, still use that money to invest to get into growth, and then that's going to create your lifestyle. Right. The biggest thing that I can say from this is I just remember a lesson from Robert Kiyosaki where he was like, my investments basically pay for my lifestyle. So my investments pay for my car, pay for my house, pay for all of those things. That's where we want to get you all to. Okay. Right. So that's point number one. Step number two of this overcomplicating process is that y'all got too many accounts. Right. And when I say y'all, I mean us too. You know, we have been guilty with it of having like 7 different checkings account. Why? Why do we have 7 different places to put money that we're just going to spend? So my recommendation as it pertains to the bank, have a savings account, have maybe 2, max 3 checking accounts. Like, you don't need to spread your money all the way thin, because then that affects your ability to see how much money you actually have when it's scattered across so many different accounts. Reduce the amount of accounts that you have. Make sure that if you have life insurance, you know why you have life insurance. Is it term? Is it whole life? I can't tell you how many people reach out to Darius and I, they're like, I have life insurance, but I don't know what it is. right? And we're not making fun of you. We're just saying, know what you got.
Right.
If you have a retirement account, know whether it's Roth or not. If you have any other retirement assets, if you have annuities, know what the terms are, know what your investments are. If you're investing, absolutely know what the terms are, how much you're getting, when is your payback, what is your exit strategy. When you think about all the abilities that you have to put your money in some places, you should make it as simple as possible and reduce the amount of accounts that you have.
Right. That's all about focus. Because the more spread out your money is, the more diluted your money is, and you won't really have the outcome that you're trying to get, because you're hoping that, okay, if something happens over here, then I'll make money and everything will be fine. But you have to be hyper-focused on your money, especially initially. You need to have one cash flow engine, and then what happens is that cash flow engine allows you to invest into other things because you have your cash flow engine going.
What is a cash flow engine?
So a cash flow engine is your main source of income that allows you to fund everything else in your life.
There we go.
So when you have your money spread out over different accounts, and it's a little bit of money, that doesn't do anything for you, even if, things take off for you, because there isn't a significant amount of money in one thing so that you can focus and really benefit from whatever wave that you want to ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the process with this is, I recognize, and also speaking to couples, right? When you suddenly combine your income, when you're a couple, then all of a sudden you have even more accounts, right? Because he's maybe had 4 or 5, now you have 4 or 5, now you come together, you got 10. But like really sit down and figure out, I need a checking account, let me have one for my lifestyle, and let me have one for my essentials, and that's about it, right? So you know that as it comes to your day-to-day expenses, like whatever money you put into the essentials, that's what your electricity, your mortgage, your rent, whatever it is, goes into that. And then lifestyle, that's the account that you're essentially going to spend down to zero, because that's going to be your eating out, your grooming, all the things that you like to do, the nice to haves. You spend that down to zero, and when it's done, it's done. Right? And it's very simple to navigate in those ways. And then your saving account is what you're using as essentially your self-insurance, so that if the tires go out, if the refrigerator breaks, there's a leak in the house,
if there's an opportunity,
or if there's an opportunity to make more money, you have access to funds. Right? As we always talk about the opportunity fund. So we want you to think about opportunities instead of the emergencies. Because what you focus on expands. What you think about, you bring about. So let's think about some opportunities and not emergencies.
All right. Now, the third point is you focus on a product and not the outcome.
Woo! Speak to him. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that.
I got life insurance. I got life insurance, and I want to do the infinite banking method, and I have the right product. Okay, what's the outcome that you want? What are the things that you're doing with that product? Because just having a product doesn't do anything for you. Having a race car doesn't mean that you're a good race car driver. Having a
gym membership
doesn't mean that you're in shape. Having a life insurance policy with cash value doesn't mean anything if you're not using that cash value to make more money. Having cash value in your life insurance policy is having access to capital. But when that capital is sitting there and not deployed in anything that's making money, you just have a life insurance policy. So let's make sure that we're hyper-focused on outcomes and not products.
Yeah, and I was just having this conversation with a client last week, and he had his stuff together, right? He came buttoned up to the meeting. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. I have all these things, and on paper, he was doing the right thing, right? And as we started to have more of the conversation, I was like, well, why do you have a Roth? And then he starts, talking this, or, well, why do you have these investments? Why are you going with Vanguard as opposed to somebody else? And I'm just asking the question because I want to know what's the word that I'm trying to
the purpose.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good one. The purpose. I'm trying to understand the purpose so that I can support him with thinking about the next life insurance policy that he needs. And it became clear to him and I that he wasn't aware why he had any of these products in the first place. And I'm sharing this with you because that was me. I came buttoned up to all of those meetings and was like, look at everything that I got. Didn't I do my homework good? But then I failed the test because I didn't know what these products were, what the outcome was going to be, and how it was actually going to help me or hinder me.
Right. Yeah, why does this specific product, there's nothing wrong with any product out there, but why does it fit in your portfolio? Why does it fit in your system? What is the result of having this as part of your system?
Yeah, don't just give yourself lip service, right? Because I just had a conversation with a gentleman the other day. He said he wanted a trust. I said, why? He couldn't tell me why he wanted a trust. So now I'm having him go back and figure out the research of why did a trust sound appealing to him in the first place, and what outcome does he want with the trust?
Right. And you know what comes to mind is the fact that, like, we like to have all these stuff and check all these boxes to have conversations with people who don't have any money. People that have money don't care about what product you have. They only care about the result and the outcome. So let's not be checking boxes just so we can have table topic conversations, so we can feel better about ourselves when we're in front of people that don't have any money. Like, let's actually have a reason and an outcome for the products that we have.
So in summary, the reason why we complicate the financial process, it actually just comes down to one thing, and that's ignorance. We're unaware of what we don't know.
Right.
We don't know what we don't know. We don't know why we have all these accounts. We don't know why we have these products. And we don't know why we continue to be persuaded in different ways to get this or to do that. And it's just because we aren't clear with what we want in the first place. So if you want help with your financial situation, click on the link below so Darius, myself, and the entire Wealth Nation team can serve you, because we want to get you to where you want to be. Darius and I want to be at the beach. We're recording YouTube videos. That's why we're here, right? So we want to make sure that all of our families who are looking for financial education and clarity get what you're looking for.
Right. So if you like this video and want to check out more like it, check out our next video.
And remember to own your own lifestyle at the beach or wherever you want to be.
Or someone else will.